Love this theme song that's about to come up, by the way. Alright. Love this song. So fun. Let's ride. It's just so cheesy and I love it. It reminds me of like Sega Rally or Daytona USA, and it's very much that kind of game. Through better or worse, in fact. But it is quite fun. It is quite fun. I do quite enjoy this. As you can see, the cars are nuts in this game, and you could do some crazy stuff with them. And that's the fun part, really, is sort of unlocking all the mods for them. That's my personal favourite. I love the police car. But you can get some like crazy vehicles, like hovercrafts, helicopters, UFOs. There's bikes, fire trucks. You can race as a dinosaur, as a hammerhead shark, a unicorn. There's a bus that I haven't unlocked yet. Right, so the first thing about this is the crazy visuals. This game is just a delight to look at. You know, that completely unrealistic racer, which is the best kind of racer. The jumps are massive. Yeah! That's just so much fun. It's just they didn't care, and that's what I love about it. There's always something going on in the background as well. So each of the different tracks has different themes. This is the night one, so everything's like fireworks and parties at night and that kind of thing. But you have like UFO attacks and cop chases and all sorts, and it just sort of ever so slightly changes the feel of the race. Oh, that wasn't a brake landing. Everything's very arcadey, in your face, great presentation, and I love about what I really love about it the most. All of this kind of neon lights and flashing cars. The presentation on this is phenomenal, and it's exactly what I look for in a racing game. So you start with a very plain looking car, and then you can level them up as you go through, and you get more sort of stuff to make the car look better or more crazy. So we're going to start with the taxi. You know what that means? It's time to make some crazy money. Are you ready? Oh, that's so cool. I have no idea why there's an ecosystem underneath the ice, but that's fine. Every other racing game looks boring in comparison with the fact that what they've done with this game. Just to sort of say, do you know what? Why does it always have to be realistic? This looks absolutely mental. There you go, Cheney. I love it. I love it. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Once you've played this game, I think there's a lot of other races that I actually find quite fun that I look at and I go, it's just not Cruisn Blast, is it? Just take out all these. Yeah, I could drive on the left or the right of the road, but then who's going to take out all these posts that are in my way? So I can now buy the decals, and as you can see, it completely changes the look of the car. And you might think, it doesn't look like Crazy Taxi anymore, Bill. Well, you can go on the paint and you can sort of change it around. And although that decal on that particular taxi does make it look no longer like Crazy Taxi, which is a shame. So the first miss, the AI is super cheap. Super cheap. It's proper arcade super cheap. Let me explain. The game doesn't really follow traditional racing rules. There's only you making a mistake that sort of prevents you coming first. However, the AI is programmed to always make sure that the race is close. So they have really, really unfair rubber banding. No, what's rubber banding, I hear you say? A cheap way to make AI racing games more difficult is the further you get ahead, the more the AI is programmed to keep up with you. Rubber banding means that no matter how much of a, even if it's possible for that car to go that fast, the AI will ignore the limitations of the game and instead go, well, you're too far ahead, so I'm going to kind of whiplash and quickly speed up to catch you. So what this means is that because the AI is always programmed to be around you at all times, trying to get a head start or a lead is pointless because they will always catch you up. So what you have to do to win on the harder races is you have to save your boosts, like here, for the home straight. And what it is the boost is the only exception to the rubber banding rule. So you're racing, you're pulling ahead. The computer will always keep up with you. If you go slow, the computer will still keep slow with you. So you're constantly in this battle going backwards and forwards about who's going to go in first. However, when you boost, to give you the impression of the boost being more powerful, the rubber banding AI does that. To make sure that you go, oh, I'm boosting, so I'm getting a boost, I'm getting ahead. But as soon as your boost stops, the AI will start coming back towards you again. So when you're playing the bigger races, the heavier, harder races towards the end, it's a coin toss over who's going to win, and the only way to really give you an edge is to save all of your NOS, all of your boosts into the home straight, and keep hammering the boost button to try and get ahead at the last moment. If you do it too early, the AI will just catch you up and generally will overtake you. Do it too late, and the AI will be in front of you. So unfortunately, the fundamental thing that racing games all should have is not there. It's a trick. It's not actually true. You're not actually racing. Right, next hit. There's plenty to unlock. So as you've seen, there's loads of cars. There's also some guest cars like unicorns and sharks and stuff. But the more you race as a car, the more you unlock, and it starts as quite a plain car, and then you suddenly get the neons and the boosts, and you can really sort of pimp out some rides and really make him look something special and absolutely crazy. So when you first get this car, that's what it looks like. I went for a hot neon pink, and then you obviously put the engine on. Put on the body kit to make it even boost. Then you put the decals on, the neon, and as you can see, the car quickly gets crazy. So there's so much to unlock and so much to see, and you kind of, when I first got this and it was just cars, and I unlocked the UFO, I'm like, I'm racing as a UFO! And then the very next thing I unlocked was the Triceratops. I'm like, forget the UFOs! Triceratops! Miss! Let's get this one out of the way, shall we, Cake for All? The price of this game. I think it started at 40 quid. That's not a good price for this game. It is a tough sell for me to say that this game should be £40. Some might say that's a budget title because most games are 50 quid these days. Yeah, but it's hard for me to recommend this game for £40. I think now it's 35, which is still not great. I would probably say 25 is a good price for this game. If you see this in a second-hand store or whatever like that, 25 is a good price for this game. However, I know you can get it digitally, and there's sales all the time. 20 to 25 pounds is a good price for this game. However, that's not. They're selling it at 35, 40. So yeah, the price is really hard to recommend, and it's holding this game back tremendously. But as much as fun as I had that weekend and asked Sarah, I was going, yeah, look at this! It's like, Sarah, I'm a freaking unicorn! She had a lot of that. But yeah, again though, if I have to go on this show and tell you the hits and misses, I wouldn't say it's worth £35. I spent an extra £10 on this. Let's go over to the final strike. Cruisn Blast, just running through. Fun visuals. The game is great to look at, lots of fun, and it looks better the more you play it as you unlock more of the visuals and make your cars look good. There's always something going in the levels, whether it's dinosaur attacks, UFO attacks, whether you're going up against the abominable snowman or what. The visuals are fantastic and just what you want for an arcade game. There is plenty to unlock. New vehicles, unicorns, dinosaurs, hammerhead sharks, UFOs, school buses. There is so much to unlock in the game, and that's the fun part, is finding all of the decals and the mods for the vehicles that you can while playing more of the cars. And it takes time because you've got to play as every card to do that. And as you collect keys and find the hidden locations in the tracks, you get more vehicles and tracks. So that's also really, really good. It's also split screen, no online multiplayer, but I kind of understand later as we go into the misses. But it has got 4-player split screen, so great for couch co-op and great for the Nintendo Switch, where you can just plug it in, turn it on once in a while, and really enjoy it with family and friends. So you don't often get that much with racing games these days, so much appreciated. Fanata jumping in there with his final strike. Cruisn Blast is funny, but not as funny as N64. It's premium shovelware. Feels kinda hollow, but has some fleeting enjoyment in there. Will 100% be on the collector's item in 20 years. Snag them while you can. There you go, Fanata. You heard it there. Sort of buy it now or forever hold your peace, because it will be really expensive later on the physical side of things. Now going into the misses. The rubber banding AI is a nightmare. So instead of it being a traditional tactical racing game, the AI is programmed to always stay with the racer. So the only way really to beat it is to save all your boosts until the final straight and just sort of trick the AI into falling behind. Because if you do good or if you do bad, they're still going to be around you to try and give you that arcade close race. So the rubber banding is a pain, and they should have done it differently. The sound design is really weak, apart from the cracking theme song, which is great. The same sound effects and the lackluster level music will make you want to turn it off after a while, because you keep hearing those same sounds coming out of the game. So again, you need there to be variety in an arcade racing game to make it fun, to make it keep coming back for more. And the release price is a hard sell. So at £35, I think it currently is now, at the time of recording, that's a hard sell for this game. There just isn't enough content, and it isn't deep enough when you can get other races for around about that price, like Hot Shot Racing comes to mind, and even some of Need for Speeds and things, you can get that now, and Burnout. If it was £20-25, yes, but yeah, it's an arcade racer, unapologetically so. So you will get what you paid for, and that's that arcade experience where you can kind of do it in a weekend. I'm a hammerhead shark going down the street chasing a massive forklift trolley that just got hit by a helicopter and crashed as I barrel rolled over the top of it. Look at this! Are you watching this? I'm flipping through the air in San Francisco! There's a donut! It's rolling! And I'm still sharking! It's crazy!